welcome back to TBC Talk Before Campus. And I'm Hans, and joining me today our co-host
Hello, I'm Julia Pratayun.
and along with our special guest, Salma.
Hello, I'm Salma Fitri.
Hello Salma, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, it's great. How about both of you?
Alhamdulillah, that's so very good. Yes, you know that Bandung has so many traffic jam, but we always stay fresh because we as a producer want to sharing to our viewers, especially as we brief before about code switching.
Alright, we answer all of your questions.
Thank you so much. Because as you know that in today's episode we were talking about special something that's super relevant to all of us, especially in this era of globalization. There is code switching. Whenever you student learning English or just something who speak more than one language. Code switching is something we all do, but today we are asking is helping or hurting in our journey to mastering English.
Yeah, that's a big question. Code switching sometimes seems like our second nature, right? Of course, helping us, especially when we are learning English and our native. We speak in both language, like we speak in English and our native. So, but we should be saying it all the time, or it is something that could hold us back in our learning process, right?
Okay, that's right. I really agree with you, and that's really a big question also. I always thinking about this like when we are not understanding something new word in English, and especially in the class learning, we also automatically change our language into the English language, maybe into the second language, into the first language, and we don't realize it. And also we think like it is very helping for us to use the code switching or maybe to get the barriers for us.
Exactly. So before we do that, let's break it down. What exactly is code switching and how does it impact code switching into our English learning journeys?
Okay, sure. Okay, let's make it easier, right? Code switching is when you or we alternate between two language in one conversation. So it could be switching from our native language to English or from English to our native language in the middle of sentence or on a phrase that we forgot what is the exact vocabulary, right? So it is common in multilingual communication because code switching is often used gitu, but we often don't think about how it's affect to our learning process, right?
That's right. I think about that like we use that code switching in our natural daily life. It's by our habits, especially when learning English. Like we don't realize why we automatically switch our language with English to the Indonesian language, and that's really have made a big question. It is helping for us or hurting us in learning English.
So yeah, let's think of code switching, but how talk about the benefit of using code switching? Is this more helpful or problematic?
Alright. Definitely for beginners or intermediate, or even intermediate learners, code switching is a kind of safety net. Like it's a kind of safety barrier to help learners to communicate effectively when they don't have the vocabulary yet in English, or it's prevent frustration also because you're still able to express your thought even if you don't even know the exact word in English. So it can make learning feel less intimidating and help the conversation still flowing, right?
Okay, that's right. Like it's a good barriers, yeah. I think it's a very helpful barriers. Like when we don't know the meaning and searching to other meaning.
Yes.
And actually, we already know that meaning by researching.
In our native
Right,
right.
our native. So when we don't understand about the meaning and use the code switching to switch our language, and we automatically searching the good meaning of that word that we don't already know the meaning.
So at this point, code switching it's like trying to becoming a bridge that can help you to understand another language that. But when does code switching becoming a more of a barrier than how?
Exactly. The problems comes, of course, when we rely too often, and then we rely too much on code switching. We constantly we immediately switch every language that we don't know. Yeah, like we start to avoid fully speaking in English. Yeah. When we don't know how to express, so we immediately switch our language, and then we rely it too much. That means we don't practice more, right? Because we always what's name? Yeah, we always thinking to I can switch the words, so I don't need to practice, I don't need to improve, because it's kind of safety net, right?
We have to avoid the negative things. We cannot think that we can do the code switching in every when our learning. So when we are don't understand and learn use the code switching as a habit.
Yeah, because that will lose our actually opportunity to learn more, to practice
That's
more.
really good. And also we'll lose our spirit
Yeah,
to learning more about English because that code switching and we don't use it as a habit for the code switching, and we have to more improve again for the learning.
So it seems like code switching can help both and either, but now let's talk another about when it's helpful and when it's not. But what is about a long term effect when we use the code switching, especially we as a not a native speaker trying to more frequently use code switching in this conversation.
I see. The long-term effect, yeah, especially for us who use code switching too much. Okay, good question. Over time, code switching can really limit our ability to think and speak English fluently. Why? Yeah, because we rely too much, of course, yeah. So when we don't challenge ourselves to use English, exclusively, like to use English frequently, so our brain start to think in our native. Yeah, we start to think our native anymore. So we will find harder to keep in real world communication. Like when example, yeah. So you go to the England, so you are because you rely too much on code switching, so you always thinking like you may switch to your native language, but they don't even understand about our language, right? So that is crucial in learning English because it will become become less skill, yeah, like less practice for our fluency in English.
That's right, because like we normally do using code switching in our daily life, it will increase our skill in English. Like we may use code switching in every situation because we can use it like a habit, but we don't have to do that. We still have to practice more and we have to improve our skill in English. So sometimes maybe we can use the code switching in the some condition as they are in classroom, and until still we have to learn English more better. We have to improve our skill better, not use it like normally habits for learning English.
That the long effect in real life communication.
So we still can use code switching, but we not really more using when we try to learn English, right? But how you try to minimize for using code switching in your conversation as a learn English learner?
Oh, okay. As an English learner, so how I try, how my tips to avoid code switching. Sure, one tips, one tips, yeah. Maybe to one tips for you all. Maybe you have to make a conscious effort. Sometimes code switching comes in unconscious, yeah, unconscious effort. So you have to conscious effort in using English when we are practice. Then we must conscious. So even if we don't know the perfect word, like we don't know the exact words, so we can try to explain, but in English, not direct switch to our native language, yeah. Or we can use the synonym word that we know. So over time, that will build your confidence and start to using English more and more without need to switch to your native. Then, yeah, you just try to explain. So you have to conscious, always conscious when speaking English.
I really agree with you. Like when we talk about efforts, we have to consistently when we learn about the learning English, and we have to always try like what you said, try to speak in the full English, even if sometimes hard to speak the other meaning of other word that we don't know, but we have to still try to explain maybe the synonym way or the same word that have the same meaning. We still have to try, always try, and put efforts.
So in this case, maybe we should always try to more spirit when we learning
That's right.
English, right? We should more practice and don't be afraid when we make a mistake.
Right.
But how the effect when code switching in your English learning? So yeah, basically as you know that as we talked before, code switching has more effect into our level in English learning. So maybe you have opinion about that?
How effect in my journey to
Yeah,
learn English?
of course.
Okay, honestly, in the beginning, of course, at first, yeah, I learned English. I used code switching a lot because I didn't want to get stuck. So I say, yeah, if I talking in front of the public, so I stop in the middle of the conversation. So
that's right.
yeah, I'll be trying to always switch my English to my native. So, but over time, I noticed that I was getting comfortable on switching my language anymore. So that made me less motivated. So to learn the new things in English, like I don't want to learn the new vocabulary in English, then it made me lazy, right? So once I start to push myself to speak English fully and speak English more, so I noticed that there are a huge improvement on my flights. That's my journey in code switching.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jojo. Like when we already get too comfortable to use code switching, it really makes you less more practice and didn't want to learn English more anymore. And then yeah, you also stop when talking in front of a lot of people. Yeah, you don't know a lot of words in English, so you use the code switching. And but I think you're so great. You also try to practice more and more, even if like you already comfortable with use the code switching in your daily speaking English. But I think you're really good.
Yeah, so
Always practice.
I always do like I try at first I try to explain in many words first when I don't know the exact vocab.
You have to try, always try.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah. So very insightful from you, Salma. So maybe code switching can help us as a beginner to learn more about not even to the English language maybe, but also and when we try to be learning about Korean or maybe
Yeah.
Japanese language, Arabic.
Itu let's be some ya when
Yeah.
we recognize language except our first language.
So yeah, I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much, Salma,
Thank
for
you so
your
much.
opportunity. I hope we can meet you in great situation, in great time. So yeah, thank you so much for today.
Very,
And
very thank you.
thank you so much guys for today. I hope we can meet you again.
That's right.
I'm Hans.
And I'm Bila Kurotayun and
I'm Salma Fitri.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.